So, man, it's your big brother K-Rino. Look, sometimes you fall into ruts in life. You fall into a little slump where you feel unproductive. You feel like it's more that you could be doing. It's more things that you could be getting done. And when you reach that point, you at a crossroads. And sometimes when people are at that point, they either take the little self-pity route and they start whining and pouting and just feeling on being on some woe is me. I can't do nothing. I don't know it. Then other people look at it and say, okay, well, you know what? I do have a purpose. I just got to figure out what it is. Let me start to explore different things and figure out what it is I can do. Because it doesn't matter how much money you might have. Some people are born into money and they still feel unfulfilled because they just haven't found that lane that they belong in, the lane that makes them feel. See that the main part of life, man, is understanding why you're here, understanding what your contribution to the world will be, understanding what that legacy you'll leave behind will be. That's the main thing of life, and there's something that's naturally in us that pushes to manifest that. It's just naturally in us. So when we haven't reached that point, when we haven't found that within ourselves, then sometimes we feel an emptiness that we don't even understand why we feel it. We're just like, man, it's just something, just, you know how people say, man, I got this, I got that, but something's missing. Something's just missing, and then the people who may not understand you, they may not know what you're feeling or feel what you're feeling, and they say, well, man, what's wrong? You're doing this, you're doing that, because you haven't found that one thing. You got to start exploring, man. You got to start figuring out, and you got to start latching on to people and latching on to organizations, anything that you can do to try to find that purpose in life. But the last thing that you should do is sit around feeling sorry for yourself, because productivity is something that self productivity is something that we control. We control that. Nobody can dictate whether you are on your grind or not, but you. Nobody can stop you from being on your grind. You just got to figure out what that grind is, and it could be multiple things. So let's not make the mistake of always looking for somebody to blame or finger to point when we're not fulfilling a purpose that we're not even aware of. You got to get out and make something happen for yourself. And in doing that, just trying different things, something will come. Sometimes our fulfillment comes in the service of others. When you're going out doing things for other people, man, when you working in the community, things of that nature, um, you'll start to develop your purpose, because the average person, and I ain't talking about somebody who's just selfish and just um, self-centered and out for self. I'm not talking about that. I'm not talking about those type of people. I'm talking about just the average person whose heart is in the right place, even if you are not what they call a perfect individual. Um, there's a feeling that you get. That's a good feeling that you get when you do things for others. There's a good feeling that you get when you participate in the service of others, when you are able to provide a service for others that they at that particular time were not able to provide for themselves. You feel a certain way about yourself. And so that's some of the suggestions I would make, that just to immerse yourself in community service. You ain't got to get locked up and told by the judge to do community service. You can do that on your own and just find something that you want to do, and you'll discover your passions the more you keep searching for them. Seeking ye shall find. Knocking the door shall be answered. So that's the things we got to focus on, man. Don't get worried. Uh, you might not get it on the first try. You might not get it on the first 2 or 3 tries. Don't fall off. Don't fall off, man. You have a contribution to give to this world. That's something that you are going to bring to the table that uh, nobody may not be bringing within your circle. or within your environment of the people that you're aware of. So seek to find that need and then seek to fill that need. All right, man, it's your big brother K-Rino. Peace. Drop my pen. All right.